Ricky Gerard, eh? Back in the news. What is up, you sexy beasts? You won't believe it. I was editing a video that I shot yesterday. Then I saw the news about Tia going to a live event, and I thought, I better do a video about that. I just uploaded it, and then someone sent me this little clip from the Matt, Josh, and Sivan podcast. I didn't watch the whole episode, but I watched the 4 or 5 minute clip where they talk about Ricky. And I thought I'll jump on and just have a chat. There's some things that came up in that podcast clip that I didn't even know about. And that is that Matt was actually over in Australia, in Sydney, training with Khan. I guess he was over here for some kind of event or appearance. And he was training with Khan, and Khan invited Ricky. He was doing some training with Ricky at the time. And so I didn't realize that Matt and Ricky actually met before the Dubai CrossFit Champs that year, whatever it was, 2017. So Ricky now is 26 years old, I believe. So 4 years ago, he would have been 22. So keep that in mind. He was a 22-year-old. And yeah, I didn't realize. And Matt just mentions in the podcast that Ricky was a nice enough guy. They joked and he liked him, you know. And he says that other than him cheating at the 2017 games, there was nothing else that made him dislike Ricky prior to that. Which is interesting, because I experienced the same thing. I enjoyed my time with Ricky. I think he's a nice guy. But then Matt also mentions that after Ricky popped, he then told Matt to his face, apparently, that that he knew that Matt was also doping, that Matt was also cheating. And Matt was like, what are you talking about? And then also apparently run CrossFit and tried to tell him that he had evidence that Matt was cheating. So I don't know, I've never heard that before, but again, I don't know why Matt would lie about it. I don't know why Ricky would call HQ or email them or whatever he did if he didn't have any evidence. What did he think he was going to achieve? I don't know. But honestly, just with Ricky's name popping up again today and someone sending me this little piece of the podcast, it just got me thinking again about kind of my intentions with interviewing him. I was obviously supposed to interview Ricky, and that never eventuated. He's promised me that we would do it. He was going to come up to the Gold Coast for a training camp in April, which didn't happen. And then he said if that doesn't happen, we'd do it at Torian. I have reached out to Ricky a couple of times in the last few months to see if he wants to chat about different things, which he's declined. So it seems like he's really keen to just lay low. I honestly think, and Ricky, if you're watching this, I honestly think it'll be such a good thing to sit down with someone and just have an honest, vulnerable, real chat that can be put out to the community. I just think it would be really helpful, but honestly, I'm not going to push Ricky. He's doing what he's doing. You know, he's got this team around him apparently now that's advising him and telling him what to do. So yeah, I would still love to sit down with Ricky and do this interview, but honestly, I'm not holding my breath just based on kind of the last few responses. So I just wanted to update you on that I've got nothing planned with him. I hope he's coming to the Torian, and I hope that I get the chance to sit down with him. I would love to have that conversation, be the person to kind of do that interview with him. But like I said, not getting my hopes up. But honestly, either way, it doesn't really matter. I think a few months ago, when I had the opportunity, I got really caught up in the hype of being able to cover the Ricky story. But the reality is, we have so many great things happening in the sport right now. There's so many great stories to tell. So I'm not too concerned if it doesn't happen. And you know, Ricky's coming back next year, so I'm sure there'll be lots of media around that comeback. And I'm sure we'll hear from him eventually. So Ricky, if you are watching this, I would love to do that interview with you at Torian in a few weeks' time. You did promise it would do it. Yeah. Anyway, tribe, there you go. 2 videos and 1 day. It would have been good to have both of those pieces of news in one video, but what are you gonna do? It's just not the way it worked out. So I hope you enjoyed that. I would love to know your thoughts on that little segment. Go and check it out. I will link the Josh, Matt, Sivan podcast on the end screen. So just click on that end screen link and go and check out the video for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. And what do you think? Is it still worth, should I still bother trying to push for this interview with Ricky, or should I just let it go? What do you think? Once again, you stay sexy, keep roaring love, and I'll see you tomorrow.